Hello, my fellow pathologically lying meteorologists. I'm Mr. Church. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the Atom Shop. There's nothing new under the sun, as they say in the book of Ecclesiastes. However, there are some cool stuff that have returned, and there's broken stuff and things that you might want to grab while it's still here. Now, the most important thing that I want to point out today is in the Fort Fortress bundle, because one of the best items in the game has returned. But first, let's take a little peek at what's actually in this bundle, because we have the Moonshine Brewing Workbench, the Fort Fortress Kit, the Hanging Lantern, the Fort Fortress and Plank Partition Set, the Fort Fortress Door, the Fort Fortress Wall Walk, the Fort Fortress Partition Wall Walk Ladder, the Fort Fortress Stairs. Obviously, these are some great items or whatever. I'm not really sure. The first thing I want to show is this. This is a picture of the Fort Fortress kit. There's actually three pieces. The window piece, which isn't shown in the picture, obviously, because then you would actually know what it looks like when you were purchasing it. And then, of course, the doorway. There's no roof pieces with this set. It can be wallpapered, surprisingly. And something interesting about this wall is it shares a similarity to like the brick wall set, for example, and the army barracks one, because when you burn it, it breaks the support of it, so you can remove stuff from underneath it. So if you ever have stuff locked up, let's say you have two of the walls stacked on top of each other and locked up, you can burn this one, and then you'll be able to remove the wall above it, because it'll no longer be supporting it when it's in this broken form. These are the doors. The thing says it comes with a Fort Fortress door, but there's actually two doors. There's this green looking one, and then the one that looks normal. And I don't know where the green one came from. One day it just was in there. It wasn't there when this first came out, so I'm not sure about that. In fact, I thought they changed the door to green, and I was mad because I was like, well, I use these to make double doors, and now I can't because now they're different colors. But the other one is still in there, which is weird. Now, I actually have an entire video where I go over a lot of cool tips and tricks you can do with this entire Fort Fortress bundle. And so I'm going to be showing some of the more cooler stuff in this video, but in an effort to try to be a little brief, I'm just going to show some of it. So I'm going to link that video if you want to check it out. There's a lot more to the stuff in here than what I'm showing now. Now, this is the most important item that's in the shop today, and that is the wall walks. These things are awesome. They look cool, first of all. They look scrappy and cool, but they actually function the exact same way as catwalks, which means you can use them to do a lot of cool stuff. You can use them to snap downward, which is something we use them a lot for. There's this blueprint which I made to make, like, basically, I don't know, like a walkway or something, but you could use it to make like a boardwalk or something, and you can just shove it into the ground, and you can snap other pieces to it. It's really easy to work with, very fun indeed. And because they function like catwalks, you can of course use them to make free place walls using blueprints, and I have an entire video where I show a bunch of really cool blueprints, and a lot of them use catwalks. I'm going to link that video as well in the description if you want to check that out. But in that video, or any video where you see people using catwalks, you can actually use these interchangeably. So if you don't have catwalks yet, I definitely recommend getting these because they're just the best version of the catwalks. Now, the stairs are something interesting. Now, we have been asking since the game came out, basically, could we please have corner stairs like are in the game already? You know, if you go into a house, there's the corner stairs. They use one foundation of space. They look awesome. You could do a lot with that. And so what they gave us was this, which these are crap. These are crap. I apologize for using such slanderous words. But as you can see, they snap right directly in the center of the foundation. They don't hug the corner. The reason why is so that when you replace them and they flip to the other side, they line up still, okay? So that's pretty dumb. Like, all they could have, like, they simply could have just given us full corner pieces that you couldn't replace and then just given us one of each. You know what I mean? And so, like, that doesn't make any sense, obviously. And also, if you look closely at the picture that they use to sell the Fort Fortress bundle, what you'll notice is that these stairs snap directly to the center of this doorway up here, and also appears to not be placed on the ground. This is not possible. This does not snap right like that, and it doesn't snap downward like that, and it has to be placed on a foundation. And of course, most importantly, it doesn't line up in the center, it lines up on the side. So if you try to build a doorway here at the top of the stairs, it's going to be off to the side. Now, the worst thing about these stairs is they get everything stuck. These things are terrible in how they carry support. If you build them and then build something attached to them, suddenly it goofs everything up and it thinks that it needs to be supported by stuff. It gets locked up, basically. And you don't even have to, like, flip this shit. Like, just simply building something with it is enough to get it stuck. It's pretty terrible. So that's something to keep in mind if you want to use these. They're pretty bad to work with. They don't hug the corner like they should for a corner stair. And, yeah, they just make me mad. They just make me mad, guys. They just make me feel angry. By the way, this is the little ladder thing that comes with it as well. I think these could have been designed a little better as well. And maybe I'm being picky at this point. But it just looks kind of poopy. I don't know. Something about it looks poopy to me. One thing you can do is you can use the wall walks that you got in this bundle to make a blueprint using the stairs. So you can snap. So all you have to do is blueprint a floor decor item of any kind, the stairs, and the wall walk, and you'll be able to place this down wherever you want. And this will allow you to shove it into the corner. However, if you want to place this on top of a foundation, you'll have to put a rug down first. Otherwise, it will not let you place it on top of the foundation because it'll want to snap to the foundation. So putting a rug there interrupts that attempt to snap together, and it will let you place it down, and that's a good way to get it in the corner. You still have the issue of it being off to the side at the top of the stairs, so that's a problem. All in all, it's a pretty good bundle, he said, lying, but the wall walks make it worth it, in my opinion. The plank partition and Fort Fortress and plank partition set, by the way, is simply this. They're just like massive wall. They're a little bit too big, in my opinion, and they're very shitty to work with. They don't snap very well. They're not really that great, in my opinion. Some people might like them. I don't like them that much. Now let's look at the Lookout bundle, which is also repeat items. Now, a lot of people actually like the Lookout outfit, I guess is what this is. And then this is the Watch Post, I guess. This is the Small Fire. This is the Large Fire. This is the Sap Collector. This is the Lookout Hood. This is the Medium Fire. And this is the Mounted Radhog Head. Why? Why? What? A lot of people actually really like this watch post thing. I don't think I own it. It's pretty cool though, I guess. It's got a cool like staircase thing going up to it. I'm not a fan of whatever the fuck this outfit is supposed to be, because like it's like 2008 camo style, which I'm not. Like, I'm a little confused by. I'm sorry, let's say 2006. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing with that? The Sap Collector collects adhesive. It doesn't say that anywhere in this bundle, of course, because then you might, like, want to purchase it. And why would we put something in here that would allow you, that would, like, try to get people to buy it and therefore make them money? You know what I mean? Like, why would we want to do that? So, let's not say that anywhere in this, but this does collect adhesive over time. That means you cannot place it in a shelter because it's a collecting device, but it does collect adhesive, and you can only build one of it because it's a collector device. The most important thing that I want to point out in the Lookout bundle, in my opinion, is the fire. We have the small, medium, and large fire pieces. These are pretty good, in my opinion. You can do a lot of cool stuff with them, and yeah, you can just like kind of put them together. You can make stuff be on fire, I guess. That's Now, the Triumph Terrace bundle. So right around the same time as the Fort Fortress bundle came out, they also released the Triumph Terrace bundle. I think it was like the week after that or something. And I also have a video going over this. So I'm going to try to keep this brief again because nothing has really changed so much. So we have, of course, the Mineral Extractor, the Triumph Terrace Housing Development Shelter, the Track House, Vault-Tec Ammo Storage Box, and Vault-Tec Scrap Box. That's actually pretty good. Two are correct. They accidentally got 2 of these correct. So this is the House of the Future, but we're going to call it Track House instead so that people know what it is. This is actually pretty cool prefab. I like it. It's pretty big, so you'll have to find a good flat spot to put it down. This thing just reskins any extractor that you might be able to build in your camp. So that's kind of interesting. And the shelter. So the shelter is the shelter is what I got most annoyed by because it has the potential to be very awesome because it has like roads in it. You could build a nice little gated community kind of vibe, like pre-war Sanctuary Hills, basically. But there's 2 issues with it. One, obviously, is the lighting. This is horrific. The lighting in here is so garish and sharp and broken, and it goes through walls and stuff for some reason. And if I go inside this, this by the way is the track house, but if I go inside it, the items that are entities cast shadows. Nothing else does. So mannequins and turrets and stuff will cast shadows. People will cast shadows, but nothing else will. No furniture will, and as a result, stuff will look like it's floating and also look terrible. So it's really bad lighting. The lighting is horrific. I don't know why it's like this. There's a couple other shelters that have this same issue, and I haven't seen them address it or say, hey, that's fucked up, we'll fix it. No, because why would they say that? And so that's what we have. I don't like it. I hate it. I haven't built in there because the lighting is so bad. The other issue is when it first was released, you couldn't actually build all the way up to the wall. And everyone complained about that, and so they were like, oh shit, we should probably fix that so we don't get sued, since the pictures of it show, you know, the entire thing, and people will think that they can build in the entire thing, and they can't. So they expanded the edges, and you can actually build all the way up to the wall now, except they forgot to expand it in free cam mode. In free cam mode, you still can only go up to the old boundary line. So that will be annoying to work with as well. So keep that in mind as you're purchasing. If you want any more information on this bundle, again, I went over this in great detail in another video, and I'm going to link that in the description as well if you want to check that out. But let's move on to the Games Room bundle. Let's move out of the Games Room bundle. Guild Headquarters bundle. Nice. So what we have basically is stairs with posts. What even is this picture? Oh, this picture. Okay, so this is selling the open and closed sign. That's hilarious. That is fucking hilarious. That is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Now, this actually does come with a washer and dryer, which this is pretty cool. These are pretty cool items. You can build as many of these as you want. And I actually, a long time ago, made a build that was a laundromat. That was years ago. I only had like a few thousand subs, and I didn't know how to build as much as I do now. So it's pretty interesting to go and look back at my old camps and see how much I've gotten better as a human being. Well, not really as a human being. As a builder, though. As a builder, sure, yeah. But I'll link that video too if you want to check that out. But these are cool items. They don't actually have any, like, they don't do anything. If you click on them, they make a little bit of a sound for a second. But they don't really, you know, you can't clean your stuff. I don't know what this stuff is. This is like to show the floors, I guess. These floor items. That's why they cluttered it up with every other item in the game they could get their grubby hands on. This is the Guild of Antiquities Star Floor and Foundations. It's not very good. Like, what's with all the stripes and colors and shit? That's terrible. No one wants to use that. And this is the black rubber mat. This square mat's pretty nice, actually, and I use it quite a bit. It's a nice, like, workshop vibe. Now, the Alien Technology Camp Bundle. this comes with 4 items. Ready? It comes with the alien power generator, the alien conference table, the alien sliding door, the alien crate. Okay, so we're missing the alien conference table. So what does that look like? I don't know. What do you think it looks like? Oh, maybe we... Oh, well, they don't have a picture of it here, so... let's say it looks like... Well, don't worry about it. Just buy it. What if you just spend your money, and then... But you like it'll be a surprise. How about that? Well, how about... Hear me out. Let's close your eyes, hit a bunch of buttons, and then buy something. Wait till you hear that of your atoms getting taken out of your account, and then go into the game and see what you got. That's basically what we're doing here. So I don't know about you guys. Like, personally, and this might be weird. Like, this is, I know, like, I'm a bit of a quirky person, but I actually like to know what the thing looks like that I'm about to spend money on. Like, personally, like, I like it when I can, like, see it first. Like, I don't know, like, it's, you know, sometimes it's fun to live on the edge. The surprise, you know, it's a surprise. Woohoo, fun. Just like my birthday, except that I don't spend money on those things. You know, people, you can give me a surprise. I don't want to buy one. You know what I mean? Like, that's not generally how... Anyway, the other thing I want to point out is there are 2 different kinds of alien-looking power generators. And one of them provides radiant power, meaning you don't have to hook it up to a conduit, and all the lights around it will be powered. Okay, you could just set it down. This is not that one. This is not the one that does that. The one that does that looks a little bit different, and it has like these weird like circle-y things sticking out around the bottom of it. I don't know how to explain it. Just don't worry about it. But this one doesn't do that. This one's just a normal generator. It's a little bit too tall to fit under like a 1-story floor. And the door, as I pointed out in like the last 5 videos, because they keep putting this in different bundles, when you walk up to it, it'll be closed and so you can't walk through it, but then it'll say close. So you click close, and then you'll see it flicker and close, even though it was already closed. So then you have to look away because it's grayed out now, and look back, and then you click open, and then you can go inside. Okay? But first you got to do that whole thing. It's like kind of a ritual. Now the Mothman wing clipper whatever. Like, the question I guess I have is, what the hell is this stuff? Okay, look, listen. I know maybe it's getting old when I'm reading this stuff off and it doesn't line up with the picture. Ha ha, that was funny the first 80 times. It's not a joke. You think this is a joke? Look. Mothman found pose. Reported sighting photo mode frame. Purple Mothman eye backpack flare. Mothman wing clipper backpack. Mothman sightings poster. Mothman shooting target. Mothman egg in a jar. Mothman wing clipper helmet. Mothman wing clipper outfit. Alright, so, did you notice anything there? Did you notice anything, guys? No, that's the point. Because it's always a fucking mess. You can't tell what the pictures are of. But, there's nothing in this picture that is in this bundle. There's not one item in this picture that comes in this bundle. So what's this picture supposed to be for? Like, just to get me in the mood of what is this? All right, because we have, all right, so this is the pose. This is the found Mothman pose. Then we have reported sighting photo mode frame. That's obviously this. Then we have the purple Mothman eye backpack flare. That's this weird looking sack. Mothman wing clipper backpack is this. Mothman sightings poster is obviously this. Mothman shooting target, that is this. Mothman egg in a jar is that. And then the Mothman wing clipper helmet, that's the wing clipper helmet and outfit is just this picture. Because what they'll do is they'll take a picture of an outfit that comes with a helmet, and they'll just have one picture of it. Even though you can't see the whole outfit, you can at least sort of see it in this picture too. But yeah, this is the Mothman wing clipper helmet and outfit, which this guy's clearly not wearing. So what is this a picture of? What is this? This is a picture from the event at the trough at Point Pleasant. That's what this is. This isn't even taken out of camp. Like, these are the roof chunks from there. So I guess what we have to ask ourselves is, what the fuck? Anyway, I just think it's actually an abomination, guys, that they make these egregious errors all the time. You know, they just don't have pictures of stuff they're trying to sell, and then they have pictures of stuff that doesn't have anything they're trying to sell, and they want us to keep spending their money, like our money, on stuff when it's just a mystery to us. It's actually disgusting. Now, over here we have the square rug bundle. This isn't a bad price, actually. I do have an owned items adjustment, but it's still not bad. And this is a really nice set to have, just because it's a nice basic selection of items. I really like when they have like just plain things that we can use in like many different applications. This is what they look like sitting next to each other. And they're really nice to use. They are a little thick, so if you build up on the edge of them, you might want to drop them down one click on a pressure plate to get the items kind of flush with the floor around it. That's something I usually do with them. But they're really nice to have. I like them. I might grab them if I didn't have them if I were you. Now, this stuff is all the stuff from last week, and then greatest hits. Shelter in place. This has 5 shelters for something. Who knows what that value is. You think I want to add 337 to 1413 in my head right now? Forget it. But for 5 shelters, if you don't have them, maybe that's a good value for you. I don't know. I don't really build in shelters very often for a bunch of different reasons. But that is something you might be interested in personally. Now, Zorbo's Revenge Bundle. I don't really know if I need to say anything about this, or if you guys can just look at it. Like, do I need to say anything? Do you need me to say stuff right now, or do you understand what we're getting at? Like, you can read the room right now, and what's the vibe? What do you feel? What do you smell? What do you hear? Okay? The Mothman returns. Wow, and this is the, wow, that's a really great way to show a building kit. You know what I mean? These torches are nice because they don't turn off every time you log out, so that's good. This thing's fucking hideous. I will say, though, this is what the actual, like, Mothman looks like, so there is that, you know? That's kind of nice. This bed is good. Is this even a picture of the bed? I gotta look. Torch, go, wicker, torch, go, torch, set, clock, chair, side table. Oh, yeah, Mothman bed. I like the bed. I personally like the bed. And then the desk lamp is pretty nice. This table's pretty nice. The chair is not bad either. It looks handmade. This is a weird outfit. Anyway, so this one might have some stuff in it you might want. The Order of Mysteries does cost concrete to build with, so keep that in mind. It's more of an expensive thing if you're running low on concrete all the time. And also the roof has weird chunks on it. Some of you guys swear to God that they're watching my videos. I haven't really seen any evidence of that. I will say, though, the Let the Good Times Roll bundle's pretty interesting, because was that last week or the week before, they put this prefab in the shop by itself, and I made some fucking big deal about how it's a bowling alley that doesn't come with any bowling pins or bowling lanes. It's like a bowling alley without bowling, I said, and I laughed derisively. And then we all laughed and moved on, and then today we have a bundle. And this time, though, we get to have the bowling alleys in the bowling lanes and the bowling pin, bowling balls as well, and place to get some drinks. Why not? Something I didn't mention, by the way, that I need to mention with also the Fort Fortress that comes with a brewing station. This one also comes with a brewing station. You do need to have the base game brewing station plan unlocked to build these, because these are just reskins. So like crafting benches and generators, you have to own the base version of them before you'll be able to build Atom Shop versions of them. So keep that in mind. You will need to do the Biv quest line. These things are funny, and they give you some kind of something. Who knows what it does. And there's like an animation. You can interact with them and actually bowl. And I'm also going to add, as you can see, this outfit does not come with the bundle. So this guy's wearing it. These people are wearing it. And this person is Ellen? Anyway, that clearly doesn't come... That clearly doesn't come with a bundle. So, that's fun. Anyway, so there is that. If you want to have the bowling alley and be able to bowl this time, that's there. So that's something. The Mad Scientist bundle, guys? Wow. This is only for Excavator. This paint is only for Excavator. This fridge is pretty nice. This outfit doesn't come in the bundle. This is literally a picture to show the goggles. That's it. This is called the Stalker outfit or something. I don't know. It doesn't come in the bundle. Okay, and neither does this American hazmat suit. Not that anyone wants that, but that's not in the bundle. In fact, what does that have to do with Arctos in any? See, they just like take these random pictures and they never take a picture of the item again. This is the Vault-Tec lab coat. Which isn't bad. It's like clean and stuff. And as you can see, he also has the goggles on. Now, what you might notice is there's no picture of the Amateur Inventor's laser gun paint. And again, like, why would you want to see a picture of something that you're going to spend money on? That's pretty stupid of you, in my opinion. Because, like, personally, like I said, I like to just go, I'll just roll up to Walmart. Hey, here's $100. Surprise me, Have fun. Why don't you go shop till you drop? Because I've been in the mood for something. Who knows what, though? Hey, what if you took my money and then gave me something for it? But I don't care what, Like, it doesn't matter as long as you take my money, what you give me in return, personally. That's in my opinion. Are you kidding me? Why would you not put a picture of the stuff I'm not making a big deal out of nothing. That's just actually so stupid. It's like you can hear the clown music playing already. They did have this Inventor's paint like last week, the week before. By itself, you could buy it. And so it does look like this. It's actually pretty cool. I like it. And I like to have it, but I don't like the fact that these clowns don't have a picture of it when they're trying to sell it, because it's hard to really say how stupid that is. The doll set bundle, these guys are actually so cute. These dolls are. So this doll is a little bit bigger than these two dolls, but these dolls are really creepy, and I just love them. For 300 atoms, I think that's a good price. If you build, like, creepy things, especially, these are really nice to have in your camp. Now, on the returning back for a limited time, I wanted to point out the Rest in Pieces kit, because this is one of my favorite camp sets. Not because of how the walls look. I don't really like the walls at all, actually. They're fine, I guess, but I don't care for them. And I don't care about this roof chunk either. But the real value I find in this set is the roof. When you have the flattened version of it, it's amazing to use as a floor. Now, there's a lot of reasons why you might want to use a roof as a floor, but the biggest one is that upper floors require support. And there's a lot of cases where it's just impossible to get that support without making some hidden stair somewhere holding it up, which is really stupid. So this allows you to build an upper floor without needing support. So it's nice to have. And it looks like wood, and it has a nice edge around it. And so it's really great in my opinion for that reason. It's one of the best, and I've used it several times in builds for that reason. There's actually a way that you can use one set of roof as like the ceiling underneath, and then you can use another set of roof for the floor above it without getting it to flicker. Because I mentioned that last week, because last week they had the other set. They actually still have it in this bundle here, the Clean Ranch House building kit. This roof, the underside of it is drywall. So you can actually use this one for the underside, have drywall, and then for above it, have this one for the floor. And there's a way to do it without getting them to be like in the same space and intersecting. And I'm going to link a video where I make a floor using these two roofs. And I'll put that in the description if you want to see the way that I did that, because it actually is really nice. It really turned out really well. Some people like the soft serve plasma caster. I think that it's really cool as well. This is the Night Terror paint. It's just orange, because it's like Halloween almost. So let's get into the mood now. This is a bunch of moldy gun. This is an antiquated wedding dress. Actually, pretty cool outfit, and for $350, that's not bad. And it comes with a bullet tiara as well. And then the Black Bear mascot is not bad at all. Pretty nice to have if you want to run around in a onesie. You can wear this too if you want to look like Mrs. Claus. Why not? Now, on the last page, we have, of course, the thing they introduced last week, the Triumph Terrace kit for free for Fallout First members, so not for free. And this item is still bugged out. And when you apply wallpaper to these walls, they turn blue, and then you can't get them to be red again until you delete them. And then, of course, you can't put wallpaper on them. So it's still bugged out. They haven't said anything about if they're going to fix it or not. Just keep that in mind. I would still claim it if I were you. I mean, it's free, but like it's broken. Just keep that in mind. They probably won't fix it ever again. We've got another Mothman bundle for some fucking reason. I don't know. I'm kind of over it, guys. Sorry. I'm sorry. If you're like a Mothman enthusiast, wow. That's your personality. That's interesting. Okay. Now, we do have the daily deals, guys. So we have the postal uniform today. This is so you can go postal. But I don't really know, like, why are we being a mailman? You know, the bombs fell. The world has moved on, as they would say in the Dark Tower trilogy. And I don't know why you're getting hung up on the fact that that's not a trilogy and is a series. Like, I said the wrong word. Is that a problem? Sure. Why don't you guys go into the comments and tell me that saying something really much is incorrect? Why don't you tell me that that's incorrect? Because I didn't know how grammar worked as much, you know? So now I'm just really embarrassed, because this whole time I'd been saying really much, thinking that, yeah, that's for sure how you say it. Okay? Thanks so much, guys, by the way, for keeping me honest, keeping me on my toes, holding me accountable. Wouldn't want to say something incorrectly and wrong, you know? That'd be terrible. Anyway, this is the daily deals. Every single week they have a rotating thing. So each day there'll be something. As you can see, 19 hours are left on the postal outfit or whatever. There's going to be an item every day. And I'm going to get a list and put it up there for you to see. And you can just figure out what those items are by guessing in your heart what those are. It'll be like when they don't have pictures of stuff, which they never do. They never do that. So 2 items I want to point out on the daily offers. The drip candles are actually dope AF. And for the price that they're going to be, you're going to definitely want to grab these if you don't have them. They're so good. And then the other thing, now there was some person a long time ago at some point somewhere in a comment or in a dream asked me, what the outfit was that I was wearing when I was wearing the floor walker outfit, because it's actually unique and it has a peg leg, and it's the only outfit in the game, as far as I know, that changes one of the legs to having a peg instead of a foot. You know, there's like different outfits that give you, you know, bigger feet, like the clown shoes one, which Bethesda like to wear, and then like Mr. Fuzzy has the big feet, and that bear has bigger feet and stuff like that. But this one is the only one I know of that has like a peg leg. You know what I mean? It's like a piratey vibe, but it's crustacean in nature. Anyway, someone asked about it, and it's going to be in the daily deal. So if you're that random one person that happened to ask me that one day, and you just happen to also be watching this video, you're in luck, because it's going to be for sale. And also, wouldn't that be so funny, guys, if like no one cares except for that one person, and against all odds they happen to also see this video, but they're like out of town when that's going to be in the store. So despite everything else coming into alignment for them to obtain the information to get the outfit that they dreamed of, they still couldn't get it. I think that'd be beautiful. But one thing I want to add is I have pants on, and hopefully not for long. Also, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to my patrons and channel members for your support. Without your support, I really wouldn't be wearing any pants ever, and I wouldn't be able to make these videos. If you're interested in supporting me in that way, the link for that will be in the description. But just subscribing and liking the video, commenting, those things all help the channel so much as well. So for those of you who do that, I really do appreciate it. And also, join the Discord if you're not in the Discord. And also, I stream on Twitch, so you might want to follow me on Twitch very much. Really much. I'm sorry, I always say it wrong. And, yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next video.